Today I'm going to show you how to fold my checker pattern Rubik's Cube design. This is what it looks like. This is made from 6 pieces of paper, so it's a modular design. The checker pattern is made just by folding, so in order to do that I had to have special paper that was green on one side and blue on the other, and then a red and orange paper, and then a yellow and white paper. As you can tell, it's very sturdy. This one is not glued or taped at all. And in another video, I am going to show how to fold this cube stand. I will also teach how to fold this 1x1 design. It only uses 3 pieces of paper. But I used a different kind of paper, so this one's cursed. So because this design uses specialized paper, I teamed up with OrigamiShop.com so that you guys can find the right paper you need very fast. If you just click the link in the description, it should take you right to the bundle, and it has all the paper you need to make this. It has enough paper so that you can make 3 different Rubik's Cubes. We also set up a coupon code so that when you check out you'll get a discount on your order, and that code is Origami Wizard. It should be here on screen. This one was folded from 6-inch kami, and I had to paint the color on because I didn't have the right paper yet. Here it is next to a regular cube. The paper that comes with the bundle is 20 by 20 centimeters, but if you want it to be the size of a regular Rubik's Cube, I recommend cutting it down to 16 by 16 centimeter squares. So this is the final step, and then we can start folding. You will need lined paper, and I've done this in many other models that I've designed, but for this one we need ninths. So write down 1 through 9 here. Then you're going to lay your paper across diagonally like this, and put the bottom corner on the bottom of the 9 and the top corner at the top of the 1. So it should be lined up like this, and we only need to mark on the lines between the 5. And these are the lines that we are going to fold to. And you could do this by hand if you didn't have a paper. You would just need to fold thirds and then fold the middle thirds from that. And then we also need to mark it on this other side. And be really exact when you're doing this, because we need to be able to fit all the modules together at the end. So if they're off, then it'll be a lot harder and they won't fit together as well. And do this on all the remaining pieces of paper. All the modules will be the same. Now we can finally start folding. So I'm going to start with the blue module here. And first we're going to fold this bottom edge up to that line. And fold it right to the middle of the line. So this will be the same on all of the other modules that we make. So if we want to make the green side, then we start with the green side up. But we're doing the blue one here. And fold to this line. And we're going to unfold and do the same thing the other way. Also, you guys should consider subscribing if you're not already. I always teach original models that I design myself. You won't find them anywhere else on YouTube. Also, I don't have a posting schedule, so the only way to know if I post is if you subscribe. And remember, this blue stripe in the middle here is going to be the center of the side, so it's going to be like the blue center. Now let's unfold, and before you move on you can erase these lines here because we don't need them anymore. And turn over and fold like this, aligning the creases that we made earlier. And those creases should come to a point right on the edge of the fold. And go around the whole paper. Also, don't forget that if you like this video, you can give it a like, just for fun. Now that we folded this, let's turn over again and fold these sides in on the existing creases. Crease sharply. This is what it should look like. Now we are going to take one of the corners and fold it like this, and make sure that the back corner flips up as well. Don't crease on that line. And just push softly here at first. Don't use your fingernail like this. You can turn over and then use your fingernail on this part. That way it doesn't create a line on the other side. Now do the same thing on all the other remaining corners. And if you folded my other 3x3 checker pattern, you'll know that this is very similar to that. We're just using ninths instead of fifths. So now that we've done this, you are going to fold it like that. Just shift that over and then make a new crease here. So this is very similar to the other 3x3 checker pattern design. Now we finished folding that. I recommend putting this under some books for a little bit, maybe overnight, and that will just help it stay more flat, and the next part will be easier. So now we're going to fold this line up to these 2 points here. And there's a lot of layers here, so try to make sure they don't slip. So it should look like this, then unfold it. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll also do the other two sides as well. Now these two sides. And make sure to go check out my Instagram, the link will be in the description. If you ever fold one of my designs, you can send me it there and I'll see it. So now we folded all those lines. We are going to refold two of them back. Doesn't matter which two. Well, two across from each other. Then turn to the side, and we're going to fold this edge to this crease. Should be like that. And maybe even do it a little bit away from that line. I think that might help you a little when you're assembling. And again, hold the layers so they don't slide. These flaps will help us lock the pieces together when we put it together. Alright, so now that you did those folds, I would unfold them and reinforce this crease here. And flatten it as much as you can. And you can redo these folds like this, standing it upright. And boom, there we go. That's one module done. All you have to do is do it 5 more times. Hooray! Yeah, 5 more times. This is what it looks like compared to the regular Rubik's Cube. So now I'm going to teach you how to solve the origami Rubik's Cube. Well, first I'm going to take this one apart. And also now you can see that, yeah, it didn't have any tape or glue. So here's all the 6 modules. Double check and make sure that you have one center of each color. So to assemble this, we're going to look at the regular Rubik's Cube. And I like to start with red, then white, then blue, going in a clockwise direction. So first take the red, white, and blue. And yeah, I know that's a yellow one. I'll change it later. So we're going to start with the red, and then we're going to put the white one on top. Like this. And it should lock in like this. Put the flaps underneath each other. Should look like that. And as you can see, it's already kind of staying there. Now the blue one. Now this was the one that I painted. So I'll show you why it's not the best in a second here. The paint kind of like peeled off some of the paper. So that's why you should buy the bundle. But anyway, you just shove it under here. Looks like that. So opposite of red is orange, so now we'll do the orange one. Here it is. It's the same exact process throughout the whole thing here. Just slide it underneath. And as you can see in that corner, just make everything aligned. Just try to do exactly how I'm doing it, if you're having any trouble. See, that one's not quite in the right spot. Now it is. Okay, opposite of blue is green. Take the green side. And it might get a little harder as you go along because there's more flaps to connect. And it is hard at first, so don't get discouraged. This will show if you folded it right. And I'm using a pen here to put the flaps in the right place. And it may slightly come apart while you're putting it together, but just be patient and keep trying to fix it. So now we're going on to the last side, which is the hardest part, even on a normal Rubik's Cube. And I almost cried one time on the other one that I was putting together. But it should just be pretty similar. And there you go, you solved the origami Rubik's Cube. And it stays together good enough to toss it around a little bit. And here it is next to a regular Rubik's Cube again. And this one was made from 6-inch kami, so it is a little small. Here's another design I've been working on. This one is for a Mega Minx. And I haven't really figured out how to connect them all together, so I don't know if that'll ever happen. But yeah, just something cool I've been working on. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to watch the other videos on screen right now. Give this video a like, subscribe please, and bye!